All right, people. So I'm here with a non-wrestling topic, and I kind of want to do more of these, just topics about life in the world. Because I mean, how long can I just go on here and rant about wrestling all day? I mean, I've been doing it for years now. Even politics. I mean, you got to get tired of it. I mean, look at the election thing. I mean, it lasts forever. I mean, it started like a year and a half ago with people declaring their run for the presidency. I mean, it's a non-stop. You're being bombarded with election news, and it's like, God damn, you need a break. It's like, holy shit. Trump this, Trump that, Clinton this, Clinton that, Gary Johnson this, Aleppo, he fucked up. Oh my God. It's like, oh my God. Enough with all the news, about election. I mean, I know it's important and all, but it just gets, so I'm here to talk about, let's get to what I'm talking about, college, Is it necessary or not? You see a lot of people saying, well, you don't need to go to college. You could, it's not, it's a waste of money. It's too much money. And it is a waste of money in a lot of senses. A lot of classes you take are bullshit. I mean, I'm going for a health, so I'm in college, sophomore in college, in my second year right now. Going from a health science major, the concentrations in nutrition and health, because, I'm pretty obsessed with eating healthy and, making sure I live a healthy lifestyle, making sure I eat the right foods, or at least I know what I don't always eat the right foods, but I know what the right foods are, what's good for you, what certain vitamins do for you, and shit like that. So they make me take opera class. I gotta take an arts class, so I take opera. What the fuck is opera gonna do for me? So that there's a waste of what, like $1,500. I mean, I go to a pretty cheap school per se, in comparison to the other ones. I mean, there's it's not like a small school, but I mean, I got a little scholarship here, $5,000 a year. So all in all, if tuition, I commute. That's a big thing. Commute. I would not live on campus. It's way too much money. So all in all, it's probably, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a year. Not much compared to like a big university like a Michigan or a Texas or a Notre Dame, which would be like $30,000, $40,000 a year. So, I really do think college is necessary for just about everybody, because what the fuck are you going to do if you don't go to college? I mean, what are you going to, just get out of high school and open your own business? I mean, what other options are there really? There's not really too many other options out there for you to do if you don't go to college. I mean, that's how you get a job. You get a fucking degree, and, it's like, well, how are you going to succeed if, you don't go to college? Where are you going to go in life? How are you going to get a job? And I get the people saying, don't go to college, it's too expensive. And then there's the people who say, oh, go to a Michigan, go to a big fucking school. I think it's a middle ground there where you want to try to go to a school that's affordable. If possible, you want to try to get no debt. I'm not going to graduate college with any debt, because like I said, I got a little scholarship here. It's cheap school. If possible too, I would recommend commute, because that saves a shit ton. Like if I would have stayed, it's a 35-minute drive for me. About, if there's no traffic. Sometimes there is traffic and it's longer. But if I would have lived on campus, it would have been more than my actual tuition. So if possible, I would highly recommend living at home. Saves a shit ton of money. And I know people say, oh, you got to live the college experience. Well, what, for like fucking $40,000? You want to live the college experience for like $30,000-$40,000 extra? I mean, it's like, is that really worth it? You could have an experience without living on campus. I mean, you don't have to live on campus to have a good college experience. I mean, so it's not essential, people. But like, I think a lot of people say that, you probably hear it coming out of the colleges because, again, they want more money. So, but yeah, there is a lot of bullshit expenses with college. Like I said, wasting, a waste of classes. Like I Spanish too. I got to take a Spanish class. Bullshit. Unless you actually know Spanish fluently, it's not going to help you in your profession. So the fact that they're making me take, I think, 4 Spanish classes is not going to help me one fucking bit. And I'm not going. It's like, it's not going to help me. So So you want to try to go to a cheaper university where and like I said, you do not want to graduate with any debt. I mean, that's one thing you want to try to avoid is a shit ton of debt, because you don't want to graduate college and then, oh shit, I have $100,000 worth of debt on my back. I mean, and then it accumulates and then it just goes out of control. I mean, that's one thing that I hear people say that really fucking sucks. So I would recommend not doing that. Because and like I said, I think the big colleges are overrated. Oh, go to a Michigan. Why? Because it's expensive. Well, I don't think it's worth an extra, like I said, $30,000 a year or whatever the fuck it is to go to a big school like a Michigan. I don't think it's going to pay off, whether you graduate from like a Michigan or a smaller school. I don't think it's, that big a deal. I think the main thing that matters is you graduate, you get decent grades, you go into a major you like, a field you like, and so there's really my thoughts on college. I think it is necessary, for just about everybody, because I don't know what the fuck you're going to do if you don't go to college. I mean, I know it's a hassle, I know it's a waste. Colleges are corrupt in the fact that they make you take all these bullshit classes that don't even, most of the shit I learn in college, I'm not even going to use in my life, in the profession I go into. So I don't get why the fuck you got to take those classes. Well, I know why. It's because they want more money, but they're bullshit classes. So that's why, that would be a great, people always talk about how are we going to make college cheaper? Let's cut out these bullshit classes, okay? Like opera, Spanish. Cut those fucking classes out. Don't make those required. That's bullshit. That'd be a start right there. More efficient classes focused on what you want to do in life, not these bullshit classes. So in effect, yes, college is a necessary. You could say it's a necessary evil, because there's a lot of things wrong with college. It's, like I said, costly, but there are ways. Even though some people say, oh, it's too expensive, it is expensive, but there are ways that you could limit the cost of college. Just, simple things like, like I see some people live like 35 minutes away and they chose to live on campus. Don't do that. Drive. Take the extra time. I know, sometimes it's a long drive, but I like driving by myself, time to listen to the music or think, whatever the fuck you want to do. So, and it's, like I said, it saves a shit ton of money. So, alright, so I hit the stop button on accident. But like I was saying, spend the money. Go to college. It is a lot of money no matter where you're going to go, but I mean, there are numerous ways where you could limit the amount of money you're paying, make it much cheaper than it would be if you go to a big time school. And like I said, even simple things, don't get fucking, bring your own lunch to college, make your own lunch instead of buying food at the cafeteria or a restaurant or whatever the fuck. I mean, just simple things like that save money. Don't waste your money too much on extravagant things, spend shit on what you need, like gas and whatever the fuck. So just simple things like that could help you save money. And I mean, I really do think going to college is a good thing, because getting a degree is, I think, very important to getting your first job. And then after you get your first job, I mean, that first job could really lead you to other jobs, and then your college degree I don't think is as important once you get your first job. But I think your college experience really helps you get that first job. So yes, I do think college is pretty much necessary for just about everybody. Maybe there's a few exceptions for people who can do other shit. I don't fucking know, but like I said, I can't imagine that there's too many options out there, for you to do shit if you don't go to college. So I think it's a good idea to go to college, but don't go to a big time university. It's not all it's cracked up to be, I don't think. There's no shame in going to a smaller college. Even a community college is great. So there you go, people. There's kind of my thoughts on college. I guess leave your thoughts below on, if you're in college, tell me what you think, about the expenses, what kind of college you go to. How is your experience there? What do you think? So if you've been to college, thinking of going to college, if you're in high school, whatever the fuck. So leave your comments below. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you think that it's good to go to a cheaper university? Do you think college is even necessary at all, or do you think it's good to go to a big time university? And so yeah, and explain yourself too, because that's always important to back up your argument with facts and opinions and shit. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on college.